Hi everyone, I'm Rosemary from GenScript, and today we're interviewing iGEM FCB UANL. So can you tell us a little bit more about your team and your project?
Sure. Well, um, overall, the project we've been working on, I think I could describe it as a eco-friendly alternative to conventional firefighting foams that most often than not do contain PFOs in our case. The inspiration for the project came first from the team members realizing how big of an issue forest fires were in our region. And after looking more into it, the team started to notice all these other issues that were related, such as lack of funding for firefighters, and also desirable effects of these forest fires within local communities, and how they put the local biodiversity at risk. Not only that, but one of the strategies to combat these fires involved the usage of PFOs containing firefighting foams, which threaten the environment, local ecosystems, and surrounding communities, since these fluorinated compounds are toxic and can build up over time quite easily. The solution that the team came up with was to develop a more eco-friendly alternative to these conventional firefighting foams in order to fight these fires.
Okay, and how are you using synthetic biology to develop this alternative biofoam?
So we found out that there's a frog around our community that produces like foam nests to keep their eggs safe. So we looked into it and it was really interesting, and we thought that maybe we could use that to produce a foam ourselves, right? So luckily for us, a specific type of frog was already, the genome was already registered and all of that. So we just look into which type of protein did they made, which specific protein was the one that made this foam, like the nest foam. So we started looking into that, and we found out there's like 4 specific proteins. So we took that, and well, we're trying to recreate that in a bacteria. In this case, I think it's going to be E. coli. So basically, is that a specific type of protein that the frog uses to build their nests. So that's the one we're taking advantage of and creating our own foam, like synthetically.
Got it. So how are you developing your human practices? So what component of the human practices is a big focus for your team, especially because you said that the foams that are typically used to fight fires contain harmful chemicals to the community?
So maybe I can start. Something that the competition really encourages you, and I really like, it's for you to build up like this whole profile of being a scientific, right? Because it's not just technical stuff such as working on the lab, but also there's human parts of it. So one of our main points, it's we always say we give it the name of stakeholder. That's how these people affect your project, and how does your project affect these people, right? So our main focus right now, it's, for example, producing companies, like foam producing companies. We wanted to know more about their process, more about like maybe if this type of foam would be easily to produce in a bigger scale and all of that. We also are looking into some communities that are very vulnerable to this type of fires. We also talked to maybe specialists in the area. We have been talking to a doctor, that's a woman that's really focused on studying forest fires and how does the ecosystem relates to fires and how they develop, etc. And well, there's also like an educational part where we're trying to get across our idea and maybe teaching some people how does synthetic biology works and the good things about it, because you know there's always this bad side of it, or that people see bad things, but like trying to get across that it is a good thing and that we can get a lot of good things out of it.
Great. And making this foam to be eco-friendly, that seems to be a very strong focus point for your team. So what is the extent of benefit in the ecosystem? How many, aside from removing the harmful chemicals for human consumption, so it's not affecting the population, but what are the potential ecosystem effects, and what type of impact does your team see with this biofoam development?
Well, like Luis already said, and the human practices, well, in our case, we both have been working with human practices, and one of the latest point that has been frequently mentioned while talking with stakeholders is the fact that maybe we should reconsider our initial focus or approach to the same issue, which is mainly the usage of these PFOs containing firefighting foams. And the advice was that maybe we should shift a little bit more towards the urban fires rather than just forest fires. So it is still part of the project, but we should, in order to gain an added value or have a commercial value at all, we should change that focus. Yeah.
Yes, the thing is that this whole thing about PFOs being on the ecosystem, they're not really well studied. We have been looking for papers and all of that. And it is a type of study that takes a lot of time, so no one has done it. We know that it could contaminate water, and it could, as Octavio said, it could accumulate in the ecosystem over time. And it has a potential to damage the firefighters themselves. But there's still not like a register about it or a toxicology report about it. So we're still trying to look into that, maybe talk to specialists in the area and things like that, so they can give us a little bit more of information.
I think it's great that your team is reaching out to professionals and industry professionals in this sort of development for the biofoam. And even though, as you mentioned, there isn't that much research on PFOs, I think it could have a potentially tremendous impact on the environment, and perhaps could be extended to other applications outside of forest fires as well. So what is your team looking forward to most for the iGEM competition this year?
Well, this would be my first iGEM competition.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know, I'm really excited about getting our idea across, presenting when I think it would be really satisfying when everything it's already complete. We're still working really hard right now on all the areas, not just the lab, but also human practices and all of this. So I think it would be really satisfying to see everything done and being able to present it, and well, just being really proud of the whole project, because you're part of it, right? Like thinking, well, I was a part of the whole process. And also I think it's really interesting to hearing about other people's project. They have really great ideas. We have seen different teams with really creative ways to apply their education programs and all of that. So seeing all these creative ideas, it's also really exciting, because maybe you could take inspiration and try to do something similar next year, and something that you like. And I don't know, it's really just exciting presenting yourself and well, seeing all the other teams.
Yeah, like Luisa said, it's my first time too, actually, getting involved with iGEM. I'm only in my second semester. I haven't even really visited the faculty yet, which is kind of crazy. But working with iGEM and the team has been really fun and exciting, I think. Another thing that I think we are looking forward is future collaborations, which is something that we're, I think, as a team, really grateful for. And well, the biofoam has been a 2 years project. We've only joined this year, but I do know that in 2020 we got I think the first gold medal for our team's history. So I guess one of the things we are looking forward is just to keep it up at least, or go for more.
Definitely. I think that collaborating with other teams will definitely be an exciting part of the experience. We've definitely witnessed a lot of teams who have come together and shared a lot of their methodologies and learned from each other. And no aspect is too small to improve or modify. And it will certainly be quite the journey from here on out. So is there anything your team would like the audience to know about your project? Anything else?
We're just basically really excited about this project, and I don't know if Davia mentioned it, I don't think so. One of the important parts also about this project is helping the fire departments. Here in Mexico, we have been, our fire departments are not helped by the government. They're like private organizations. So a lot of times they struggle to fund their foams and all their equipment. So one of our focuses is to try to help these organizations, because we know they do a really brave job. And well, we're just looking forward to helping them out in any way we can. And also we're really glad of the sponsorships and all the people that have been helping our project. We know it's really hard to fund a project, right? More when we're just college students. So we're really happy about the people that have been helping us out during this 2-year project.
It's really great to hear, and I'm sure this project will have a tremendous impact on your community, and I think it's a wonderful effort to really help the ecosystem, the environment, and Mexico's forest fires as well. Well, iGEM FCB UANL, thank you so much for meeting with me today. Just a reminder, sign up for our iGEM sponsorship competition this year that was run completely on Twitter. And thank you so much for meeting with me. Have a great day and good luck in the iGEM
One thing I like to add is just thanks to our sponsors and the FCB, Revival and Store, and of course Ginscript, who helped the team last year. So
our pleasure. Tremendously our pleasure. Good luck in the iGEM Jamboree.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.